How do you think you might respond if you discovered the father you grew up with isn't your biological father after all? Well, this is the exact shocking revelation that Dave Gahan discovered in his childhood. Now, Dave is most well known as the lead singer for Depeche Mode. They've been a band traveling together, creating exceptional music for almost the last 50 years, and is beloved by his fans, especially those lucky enough to see him live and to catch his incredible stage performance and his beautiful voice. Well, over the last 50 years, he has had an exceptional musical career, but his beginnings were off to some pretty shaky start. As a boy, Dave believed his mom's second husband, Jack Gahan, was his father. After his death, his real father showed back up on the scene after leaving the family when Dave was just a 6-month-old baby. Can you imagine? Dave comes home one day and this stranger is sitting in the living room, and his mother introduces him to this man, Lee, as his biological father. And Dave just looks at him in shock and says, "Well, how can that be? My real father is dead." This kind of confusion set up a lot of instability, a lot of turmoil, a lot of difficulty in Dave's teenage years. It turns out that Lee, his biological dad, left after being around for only a year, causing all kinds of upheaval. Now, in the early days, Dave was doing all kinds of things like graffiti, stealing cars, and he's often said that music saved his life. Dave went on to share in many interviews that music became his lifeline. Fans of Depeche Mode likely know all about Dave's addiction struggles. It went on for a long time. In fact, there was one incident where there was a mix of substances leading to a near-death experience. Dave talked about it in an interview, the surreal feeling of leaving his body, kind of hovering above and watching all of the action going on with the medical team trying to save his life. What was completely exceptional was that his third wife, Jennifer, he talks about as the love of his life, came to him like a light, pulling him back. He said that in that moment, even just seconds felt like hours. It was as if time stopped. And interestingly, Jennifer was in New York doing her own thing, but had this dread, this feeling that something terrible was going on with Dave. That there is this wonderful sense of the depth of connection, the love that they shared. Dave Gahan's life experiences really point to the connection between family history and our current day life experiences. In the body of work that I come from, those who struggle with addiction oftentimes have a missing father in the mix. And we can see the impact of growing up believing the father he had wasn't, having his biological father come in by surprise and then leave again. It all had such a significant impact on Dave. I just want to take a moment and celebrate all the healing and dedication that Dave has obviously committed on his road to recovery. A dedicated father to his now adult children, Stella, his daughter in music now herself, in a long-term loving marriage with Jennifer, and really at this place where he's put out 50 years of exceptional, incredible music. And I actually just went to their Memento Mori world tour just a few months back, and it was absolutely incredible. I was at Mexico City in a stadium, over 65,000 people, and they sold it out 3 nights in a row. To think that after almost 5 decades that they're still filling stadiums. And it was so heart-opening and incredible to see so many fans singing along, knowing all the words. It was such a memorable night. And that is on the other side of what Dave has been able to accomplish through his healing. So if you are in the throes of addiction or love someone who is, there's likely more to it than meets the eye. There's more to it than giving up the substance or what seems to be fragmenting that person you love's life apart. Understanding family dynamics and what's going on behind the scenes is the way to crack open that dynamic that's felt stuck and find your way or your loved one's way to healing. If you're curious to learn more, please reach out.